Peter Edwards and the Santa Cruz Cardinals are the Division III boys volleyball state champions, and this incredible coach and mentor of student athletes deserves to sit down, because I just want to make sure that everybody knows what he had to deal with throughout this match. I'm glad that they got you out of here in 4. I'm sure you probably would have liked them to figure out the puzzle on that first one to get you out of here in 3, but as long as you were going to have to stand, as long as they were going to have to stand, and you were going to be the last team standing, how special is this, Peter?
It's great. I mean, it's really exciting to have the first one for the program. It's extra special because we have 8 seniors, and so they've really worked their entire careers here. And they've spent most of them playing in open division, and then several seniors graduate, and so now there's a huge shake-up to the team, and they have very different dynamics from this year to last. And so I think we spent a lot of league play, a lot of our regular season kind of learning each other and learning who can kind of take those workloads and who can kind of rise to the situations. And in this playoff run, the boys, the seniors, a few juniors have really found their rhythm, have gotten really comfortable together. They're unafraid of the scoreboard, they're unfazed by losing. There's any kind of adversity that's thrown their way has not affected their level of play. And so they've been very consistent without those peaks and valleys that you see a lot of. And it's been really fun to watch, really fun to be a part of.
I need to have an honest man-to-man, not just as a mentor of these incredible student athletes, but you know just the emotional toll that it could take with graduation and grad night and all the festivities and the family planning and whatnot.
Yep.
But again, these guys showed after that loss on May 7th to Harbor how resilient they are, how composed they are, how mature they are, how much fight that they have left in them to go on the 7-match run to win the title. But just I look at a team like Francis Parker, who played in the Division II final last night, or Mater Dei, who played in the Division II final on the Friday last year. They after their state final went back to graduation. Wow. You guys had graduation before. Yep. Was there any concern at all about just where that emotional tank was going to be?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, it was very difficult scheduling with all this stuff going on in their lives. We all have busy lives, but
especially after the regional semifinal and then this and then yeah.
It's all quick. Yeah. And so they graduated Friday. We couldn't get a practice in on Thursday or Friday because of all this stuff, so we haven't practiced in 2 days. And so it was great that we could come here and use the facility prior, but it's difficult knowing with all those kind of new variables added in. But I think the main takeaway, the main message we gave was because right now they're all going to go to grad night. All the seniors, they have a grad celebration tonight that we're going to ship them off straight to. And so the message to them was you can either go to grad night as someone who played in state and had a really good time Friday night and will have a fun time on Saturday. Or you can go to grad night as celebrities that won state for your school.
Yeah.
So I think that was something that resonated with them, and it's the captain's issue to, hey, let's be smart today, let's put a curfew on us, and then tomorrow we can have a great time as a team and celebrate together.
And for the rest of the summer if they want.
Exactly, yeah. That's something that'll last.
Most definitely. In terms of celebrities, not just the first for Santa Cruz Cardinals, but the first for any Central Coast section team.
Right.
Southern California went 4-0 last year. You guys have now stretched Northern California to 3 for 3 with Northgate on deck. Nice. Probably with the toughest challenge of all, facing the best team in America in Miracosta. But just what does it mean to say that your group has done something not only that Santa Cruz has longed for, but that every Central Coast section team will be envious for, because you will always be the first?
Yeah, I mean, it's an honor. It's exciting to be able to do. Again, it's something it's bigger than us. It's not something you think about. You don't think about, all right, we're going to go do that. We're going to go do that first. When we sit down for our meeting of the year, or what are our goals? It's we want to win league. We want to be competitive. We want to play our best. Things like that. It's smaller stakes. And then as the opportunities present themselves, we want to rise to those occasions and continue to push ourselves. So I'm really proud of the boys for doing that. Again, they didn't set out to set this kind of legacy or set this thing, but they've done it and they've earned it. So it's really exciting for them.
And the fact that a lot of times, just based on how the sections feed into the divisions for the regional, that a team might get knocked out in like the semis or lose in the final. The fact that this group completed the Triple Crown, right? Central Coast Section Division II, Regional Division III, State Division III.
Right.
If that's not an exclamation mark at the end of incredible careers and and adding to the legacy and tradition, like just that 7-match run at the end, right? how special was that to witness them, take everything that was learned from Harbor and Midi and Bellarmine and Northgate and all those great teams that you put together on the schedule and said, don't matter how many are in the loss column because we're going to win all of them at the end.
Right. I think those were hard lessons for sure. I think losing to Harbor especially, all of my guys are very close with the Harbor guys. They're all Santa Cruz, East Side, West Side. They're all close friends. And so it's hard for them to take those losses. It's hard for them to learn those lessons. But you can see through the losses even, because I think we're 0-5 against Harbor on the season, including tournaments. You can see that at the end it becomes 26-28, 26-28, 27-29. It's not that we're not there, or we're not competing, but they still continue. Even if you lose a 27-29 in the first set, and then you come back and lose a 27-29 in the second set, and then you come back and lose a 26-28, that says something about you. That says that you're willing to work regardless of the outcome. You're willing to put in that effort regardless of the fruit at the end. And I think that paid off when it came to the postseason. And they weren't guaranteed anything, they weren't expecting anything, and they just kept putting in that same, I'm going to take it to that score. If you're willing to compete with me there, then great. But if you can't, then I'm going to take this. And they just kept doing it.
Well, after 26-28 in the first one today against Central East, it was 25-14, 25-20, 25-18. And the last thing, Peter, is that I told your guys, I literally felt like I was watching your group during Felipe's run of aces, and then that 9-point run at the back half of the set, that I felt like I was watching your guys take Central East soul in real time, and obviously the smiles were just like you are flashing right now, and well earned and well deserved. Congratulations to you and the guys. Fantastic job.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.